What's happening, everybody? Kind of odd for an ammunition box art club video. Normally, if I've got time, I settle that for a Monday evening. But it is the first Friday night and all weekend that literally I don't have anything going on, which is odd. And I know that tomorrow that'll probably change. So, I just got done watching Jose PhD's Firearms Rescue Ammo Box Art Club. I think I'm the only one in the club that has not gotten a federal box of pink shotgun shells for breast cancer awareness. I think I might be slacking. I almost feel like I'm a male chauvinist because I haven't supported breast cancer with my ammunition or something like that. I don't know. I'm sure somebody can come up with some type of accusation or insult, whatever you want to call it. But I digress. Haven't seen any of the SIG Elite Performance ammunition done yet. So let's take a gander, shall we? So we got the whole black and yellow color scheme going on, and the SIG logo in the back, and some super high def, bright, shiny Freedom dispensers as well. I'll go to the technical info. This is 357 mag, 125 grain full metal jackets. Muzzle velocity of 1450 feet per second advertised, with 584 foot-pounds of energy. Not too shabby. You got your lead warning here, or as Jose would say, don't eat the lead or shoot yourself in the face. But since this isn't a shotgun shell, I guess we can all agree upon to use the same safety. And it is made in the U.S. SIG, when it counts. And then we got the back here, keep out of reach of children, and right back to the same side. So that covers it for the ammunition box art type dealie. But one thing I did want to touch base on real quick is I'm sure everybody's heard about the so-called school shooting that happened in Los Angeles. So I say so-called school shooting because there's literally like 8 different scenarios that I've heard so far. And on the radio, the talk of the town, they cover, a lot of national as well as local things. And one thing that they had mentioned is that the newest report that they heard is that the girl had brought the gun to school in her backpack. So she didn't go to school looking to harm anybody or kill anybody. It was more like a show and tell, or like you see on Facebook where fucking kids are eating Tide Pods for likes and thumbs up and shit, and they're dying from it. But you don't hear mainstream media outcry for the banning of fucking laundry detergent Tide Pods or anything else. But, it's the same outcry. Like, we have school shooting, fucking, it's skyrocketing when literally out of the whole country in millions of schools, statistically and percentage-wise, it's super low. But that's not the point. They always try to sidebar the aspect to want to push gun control, even though I have not heard any push for gun control since fucking November, December, I think, after Las Vegas, whatever the hell that was. But anyway, essentially what had happened with that report is a lot of her classmates were saying that the gun wasn't real, and she took it out of her backpack, and another student, was in possession of the gun, and it went off. And what happened. The only thing I find kind of weird about that is 4 students were shot, 2 were critical and then downgraded to serious, but they're going to recover. And the one they said was shot in the head, so I don't know if it was like a direct shot or if it grazed his head or whatever happened on that point. But my point is at this point, it's not a gun issue, it's a complacent issue, because obviously that girl's parents or father, mother, whoever. I don't know what home life is, for that child. But obviously, they're not teaching her the fundamentals of firearm safety. They're not teaching her that if you want to handle, this gun or that gun, or if you want to shoot this gun or that gun, you ask me or your father, or you ask me or your mother, or vice versa. Or if it's a single parent home, you come to me, you ask me. If you're ever out in public and you find a gun, don't touch it. You find an adult immediately and you let them know. The main thing this comes down to is just a lack of firearms education in our country. It has nothing to do with firearms violence, because even that term in itself, of firearms violence, why do you have to put it as firearms violence? I didn't hear, truck violence when a terrorist took his fucking U-Haul or Home Depot truck, wherever the hell it was, and ran it into the bike lane. So it's a play on words, and it's how they label certain things to push an agenda. So if we have sex ed starting from junior high, so we'll say 6th grade, 7th grade, depending on, how your school works out the grades and when junior high starts, and obviously high school being 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. But if you have sex ed, health class, home ec, everything, all those other classes, why is it that we can't go back to how things were offered in public schools from, say, the 1950s and 1960s, where they actually had rifle teams, they actually had firearms education? Because with children, it's not the fact that an object or a gun is evil or violent, it's curiosity. Why else do you think that you put, you child-proof your electrical outlets in the home when you have a child? Because a child's curious, and they're going to try sticking something in a hole in the wall in the opening to see what happens. And more than likely, they're going to end up getting electrocuted and they're going to die. So I think you could see a lot of this being curbed if more parents started being parents and limiting the time, that children have on social media, i.e. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, all that other shit. Get kids back to the outdoors, play outside, actually interact with the social media where there's live, living, warm bodies around instead of a face on a computer screen or a phone screen, as well as introduce firearm safety back into the school system. It's not going to be an evil thing, or the fact that you hate children's lives and all this other bullshit that liberals are going to spread. Because once you take the curiosity away from something, or an object, or an activity from a child, the child is going to understand and they're going to learn. Thus, we're not going to see accidents like this happen. It's not going to take them all away, because obviously some points, it's not a participation trophy award that you get. Let's just face it, some kids and some parents just lack common sense and are fucking stupid. But I guarantee you, a lot of dumb shit like this, where a girl hides a gun in her backpack and brings it to fucking school for show and tell, you're not going to see that happen again. So if that is in fact what happened, but even if it didn't, my point still stands and it's valid. So that's my ammo box art and my little rant for the day. Take it easy, you crazy fuckers. Enjoy the weekend. It's Friday, and I'll catch you guys later.